What's up, YouTube? This is your boy ShinoWorld. Go back here like a bono. What's poppin' though? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. This was a battle that I had on stream a little bit earlier today. Oh my god, my wire just slid. So I had a Wi-Fi battle on stream, and this is one of them. Honestly, I got a lot of Wi-Fi battles from that stream that you guys are gonna be seeing over on the channel. These are gonna be some great battles. I hope you guys are excited for these battles that are to come. But without further ado, let's go ahead and break down this battle. This battle is gonna be off the chain. As you guys can see, I have a lot of Pokemon on my team that are weak to water. Like the biggest thing that I have that can pretty much offensive against this water is my Ninja, and honestly, it's not too much I can do with it. So right off the back, I always lead with my Hippowdon because I want to get my Star Rocks early on in the game. But she predicts me to lead with my Hippowdon. This was against one of my Twitch followers, actually. She is really good. Her name is Wendigo. So she predicted me to lead out with Hippowdon, so I had to switch out to Ninja because I knew she was gonna scald and pretty much try to, you know, burn whatever I send in. But she goes for Confuse Ray, so that kind of threw me off. She threw me off when she used Confuse Ray. That was not a pretty turn of events, because the turn of events that happened along with the Confuse Ray was I was getting buffed by Sand Attack. Then I started tagging myself, and it was just like so much hex going on at one instant. And I'm just thinking to myself, how do I possibly deal with this? How do I like go about handling this Milotic? This Milotic is so dangerous. And like right off the back, first turn, I hit myself with confusion. I'm thinking to myself, why is this happening to me? Now she goes for Skull, and I'm thinking to myself, yo, even though I'm a water type, this is gonna do a ton of damage because, you know, Ninja is not that like good, like bulky, like, you know what I mean? It can't take too many hits. Plus I'm getting buffed by Sandstorm, plus I'm getting buffed by Burn. It's like all adding up to me. It's all accumulating damage onto me and pretty much piling up on my Ninja, which is putting me in a bad position. So right now I'm just like nervous about what to do. This is one of the parts when I was just like completely utterly confused and I didn't know how to like go about, you know, dealing with her. So I attack myself in confusion again. She's gonna follow up killing my Ninja off with Skull. The main thing I was trying to do with this thing is Dark Pulse, you know, get some flinches off to, you know, get the stab Dark Pulse off with this Ninja. I mean, I know this thing is bulky, and it pretty much eat that up, but I think it was gonna be a decent amount just to deal with it. And guess what? Every time she gets buffed by the sand, the leftovers pretty much give her health back, which is really saddening. So next I'm gonna go into my Latios. Latios knows Side Shock, Surf, Trick, and Draco Meteor. So he's gonna predict and switch it to Hydreigon, but I predicted her to like switch out and go regardless. And even if I didn't, like, even if she didn't, you know, predict me, I was gonna go for the Draco just to get like that super amount of damage off, because I wanted the Draco just to decimate. I wanted the body. I wanted to just get rid of like that threat. Cause like honestly, Milotic is like one of the biggest threats to my team right now, and I really need to get that thing out of there. And I need to do something that's gonna put me in a position where I can handle this Milotic. So now she's gonna go into her Milotic once more, and I'm thinking to myself, what can I possibly do? This Milotic is one of those big bulky threats that I just can't deal with because I don't have nothing that can deal with it. So I go into my Metagross. The main reason I went to my Metagross because it was like I expected the Ice Beam, and I was just like, yo, maybe I can Mega Evolve and then I could, you know, start doing some wear and tear damage, letting my damage start accumulating on this Milotic. Maybe it'll just like start piling up and I'll be able to get rid of this Milotic a lot easier than what I am right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and Mega Evolve because Mega Metagross is tits. If you don't like Mega Metagross, I don't know what's wrong with you. Mega Metagross is powerful. I'm gonna go for Earthquake just to see how much that is going to do, and that does a decent chunk. She's going to follow with the Skull, you know, which does a decent amount. It doesn't get the burn, however, which is good on my part. I'm glad it did not get the burn because I was like more afraid that if she got the burn, I would be put in a very bad position. So I'm going to go for Rock Slide. The main reason I went for Rock Slide is just so I could get the flinch. You know, I just wanted to try to flinch it out, and guess what? I flinched that thing out. That is like the biggest play of the game right now. This is the play that really legit turned this battle around because I have a Nidoking, I have a Talonflame, I have so many Pokemon that's weak to water types, which is like ridiculous. So she's gonna go for Recover, and I'm thinking to myself, yo, what you doing, girl? Why you stalling me out like this, fam? Don't do this, fam. Like just die, just let it just get bopped. But you know, she's recovering, so I'm gonna go for another Earthquake. And I'm thinking in my head, maybe, just maybe, this will be enough to kill it. She goes for Skull one more time, which is good on my part, because if she would have recovered one more time, honestly, this thing would have been in a position where it would have just did so much work to me, and it would have been so powerful. Because look at the Skull, look how much the Skulls are doing. So I'm pretty glad that I got the wear and tear down on this. She's gonna predict me to go for a what is it? She's gonna predict me to go for a Earthquake again, which is sad, because you know what? I didn't want this thing to die, and honestly, I was scared of the Braviary, not the Braviary, the Staraptor, so I'm gonna go for the motherfucking bullet punch just to get like some small damage off on it, just to say I did something to it. The biggest bet like dealing with this team was the whole Milotic situation. The Milotic is such a great wall when it comes to my team, because this was like a random team that I just threw together because we were live streaming, and I was just like, yo, I'm throwing together this team just for the sake of throwing together a team. So right now I'm gonna go into my Hippowdon versus her Houndoom, and this is where I think I'm gonna get the better the matchup, because I'm gonna go for Earthquake, pretty much doing a shit ton of damage to this Houndoom, which is gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna live with bare minimum Focus Sash, and she's gonna follow with a counter. The counter is gonna do absolutely damage. But the best part about that, even though I got it down to like the bare minimum health, with the Focus Sash, and she does use the counter, I used the motherfucking Sandstorm to obviously kill it off. So it was like an eye for eye, a 2 for 2, pretty much, if you would say it like that. So she's gonna go back into her Milotic, and this is where I'm thinking to myself, you know, how am I gonna deal with this Milotic once more? This Milotic is beat up and it's pretty much down. So now I'm thinking to myself, you know, Milotic's on the field. What can I do? What can I do? I'm just gonna Brave Bird because it does have a little damage. It's not like a whole lot of damage. And this Talonflame is Choice Banded Talonflame. So even with the Intimidate drop, you know, the Brave Bird is still gonna do like a shit ton of damage to her team, because this is like so much power. It's stab, plus it's Choice Banded, plus it's like max attack. It's like a cumulative damage that's just all piling up over and over. I am going to get recall damage. I am going to get buffed by the Storm, which later on starts to pile up on my Talonflame. But this is the part where, you know, we start trying to turn the battle around a little bit. She goes into her Terry, which is her Mariana, which I was a little bit afraid of, and I was just like, yo, she's bringing a lot of weird sets, but they working. Like, these Pokemon are working. So I'm gonna go into my Latios. She's gonna use Sucker Punch, and guess what? The Sucker Punch doesn't do anything because I switched out. You know, I kind of predicted the Sucker Punch. So with that, I'm just thinking to myself, maybe I can just sack this thing off. But she withdraws the Mariana, so she doesn't want the Mariana to stay in. She's gonna go into the Milotic, but which I didn't really understand that play. That play pretty much could have cost her the game. So I go for Draco Meteor, pretty much trying to get rid of the Mariana, because she really was a threat. You know, she had Sucker Punch, which was gonna do like a shit ton to Latios, because Latios is Psychic type. Psychic Dark type moves really fuck Psychic type Pokemon up. So Draco Meteor kills off the Milotic as she switches into it. We're gonna get Life Orb damage because this is a Life Orb of Latios. Get buffed by the Sand again. And she's gonna go back into the Mariana, and I'm thinking to myself, yo, this Mariana is going to serve a pretty ballsy threat. And so I'm thinking in my head, I'm gonna switch out. You know, I don't want this thing to die to this Mariana, and I'm thinking to myself, either she's gonna Sucker Punch once more, and it's gonna be really bad. But when I realized that I finally got rid of the Milotic, this one I can go into a lot of different Pokemon, and I can start playing the way I want to play. You know, just have like this competitive aspect coming around. So right now I'm gonna eat up one Play Rough. The Play Rough is gonna get eat up. I'm gonna use Sludge Wave the next turn, because Sludge Wave is about to do just like ridiculous amount of damage. It does just enough, like barely, to hang on. Like if I would have had Sand Up, you know, it would have been closer for her to die. Following that, she is going to just take another Slow Wave. I don't think she has any other move. I think she's like Choice Banded or Choice Scarf, because I didn't see her using Sucker Punch again. She did switch out, you know, she switched out to keep this Mariana in and out. So that's why that Mariana was like so fast. So now this Lopunny comes in, which appears to be Mega Lopunny. This is going to be a very tremendous threat if you can't deal with it. If you don't know how to deal with Mega Lopunny too well, Mega Lopunny will serve you as a Pokemon that will slump you. So she's going to Fake Out right now. That Fake Out is going to do a shit ton of damage. That's pretty much going to kill off my Nidoking. Nidoking is going to go down right here, folks. And I'm just upset that Nidoking kind of got bopped like that. Following Nidoking got bopped, I'm going to go into my motherfucking Hulky, aka my Talonflame. And I'm just going to Brave Bird everything. And that's going to be pretty much GG. This was a really good battle, honestly, because like we both brought some difficult teams and some risky teams. And later on, it showed, like, it came along with the prediction skills. Because if she would have kept that Milotic alive, that Milotic would have did so much damage to my team, and it would just put me in a bad situation where I just got wrecked and I got destroyed. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle overall, because I thought it was a pretty decent battle. Be sure to smash that like button. With that being said, this has been ShinoWorld. Go peace and release. Don't forget to bring your guns. I will blow your shit up. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, and if you're a returning member, praise God. Hashtag ShinoBeTrill, hashtag ShinoSwarm, Beedrill Army, all that good stuff. So with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Later.